Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So there are many problems with making pie, especially an underbaked or soggy pie crust. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to prevent an underbaked pie crust and how to fix it too. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Be sure to subscribe for new videos every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Or this week, I'm posting a new pie recipe every day. So let's get started. First, you'll need a pie crust recipe. I'll put a link to this recipe that I'm using in the description box. The first way to prevent an underbaked pie crust is to pre-bake or blind bake the crust. To do that, preheat the oven to 425 degrees. Make sure your crust is well chilled or it might shrink when it bakes. I like to put it in the freezer for 15 minutes to make sure it's well chilled. Then poke a bunch of holes into the crust using a fork. This lets steam escape while it's baking so you don't end up with a ton of air bubbles in your crust. Lightly grease a sheet of aluminum foil and place it into the pan greased sides down and press it all over the inside. Then you need to weigh it down with something heavy that handles heat well. Dried beans or rice work really well. Then bake it in the oven for 12 minutes. Then remove it from the oven. Turn the oven temperature down to 350 degrees. Remove the dried beans or rice and the aluminum foil. Then return the crust to the oven and bake it for another 10 minutes until the crust is just starting to lightly brown. Then remove it from the oven and leave it to cool. Then your crust is ready for the filling. Another way to prevent an underbaked pie crust, I learned this method in culinary school. Place a sheet pan into the oven and let it get nice and hot. Prepare the pie of your choice, making sure the crust is well chilled. Then place the pie into the oven on top of the hot pan, and the heat from the pan will help fully bake the bottom crust. If the crust around the edges is getting too dark and the pie is nowhere near done, then add aluminum foil around the edges and that will stop the crust from getting too dark or burned. Of course, it will be very hot, so be careful while doing this. When the pie is ready, if the crust underneath is translucent, the crust isn't fully baked. So here are a couple ways to fix an underbaked pie crust. Place the pie onto the stove and let it heat for a few minutes, and that helps to cook the bottom crust. I don't recommend doing this if your pie is in a glass pan because it might break. And here's another way to fix it. First, wrap the pie in aluminum foil so the top doesn't get too dark or burned. And place the pie into the oven that's been preheated to 425 to 450 degrees. And place the pie onto the lowest oven rack so the bottom gets the most heat, and bake it for about 10 minutes or so. Then remove it from the oven and leave it to cool. And that's how to prevent and fix an underbaked or soggy pie crust. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give this video a like and check out my channel for many more videos and subscribe to my channel for more to come. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.